Hey traders. All right, the watch this video for, let me get this right, Wednesday, July 14th. It was supposed to be, sorry, I got a mouthful of hot tamales. It was supposed to be one double crown and a pint. I ended up having a triple crown and 2 pints. So I'm feeling pretty good. But anyway, watch this video for Wednesday here. Showing you the SPY, actually a pretty narrow range, a little bit of a topping tail, but chat room off the hook today. MRIN. Let's go over some highlights. Hold on, I got after hours on there. All right. Wayne called it long. Look at this. Over 1550. So you had that seller's fail scenario where it sells off and then called it long through 1550. And my God, it went to 1796. Actually, let me slide this over. There's some highlights from today. But that was one of them. All right. So MRIN went to 1796 from Wayne's 1550 idea. XELA, Kevin P, called it at 388, which was over this high, which was right there. And it went to 545, huge percentage gain, $1.57 a share on about 20 cents risk. Kevin P makes the highlight reel almost every day, right? VRPX, Shauna called this over the early high. We were talking about it earlier, and Shauna gave the early high idea, and I saw the post coming. I tried to repost Shauna's idea, but I think it was like maybe a nickel or so above the high of day by the time I posted it in chat. Anyway, great post by Shauna. She was calling it basically over this early high right here at 530, and it went to 727. And by the way, did it in like 10 or 15 minutes. That's what we strive for, is those trades that work right away. And then Carve, I called over 20, which gave, by the way, I called it, I don't know, somewhere in here, right? Or somewhere in here, you know. I think I typed in anytime today over 20, it's a gap down bounce play setup. And then it did this beautiful cup and handle, right? So it made it even easier because then your stop goes below this handle and just absolutely ripped. Went to 25.37 on probably about 30 to 40 cents risk, something like that. So there's some highlights from today. What are we watching for tomorrow? All right, it's going to sound weird, but this is one of my favorite setups. MITQ came public back here, absolutely ripped, and then fell off a cliff. Just goes on bounce watch. You guys know what to do. You know, we know what we're looking for. CPOP, same thing. Actually hit all-time lows today. It's only been trading for a couple weeks, but certainly on bounce play or bounce watch for tomorrow. NEGG, another crazy move, and now we got what, 4 days in a row down into the buy zone. It's not like I think it should be 31.74 or lower or whatever, but certainly a great bounce play setup. TPST had this crazy move 3 days ago, then the big gap up, and now you've got 2 red days. I still think it needs to come in more, but it does go on bounce watch. SGOC also, you know, if you look where it is and you say to yourself, hey, this was almost $30 yesterday, and now it's at 9 something, you know, kind of feels like a bargain. But you also have to look at how many people are underwater. So it's kind of where it closed is kind of, it's in the lower half, but it's still kind of near the middle of the 2-day range. To me, I don't know how to word it. I do think this is a good bounce play setup for a day trade. Keep in mind, I'm a day trader, so I'm in cash every night. I wouldn't mind a bounce play, a gap. That's hard to say. Gap down bounce play setup tomorrow. So anyway, I think as crazy as it's been, as a day trader, you'd be a fool not to have this on the chart, right? Seed had the big breakout yesterday. Today, gap down in a quiet inside day on much lower volume. So looking for a 3rd day play there. VRPX had a big rip today. And again, a great post by Shauna over 530, but it closed way off its highs. It's still been crazy. It's made some great crazy moves, so I do want to have it on watch. EZGO, which I believe makes those golf carts. They're battery operated golf carts. Had a range today from 348 to 430. Not huge, right? But nice volume, and It went public back here on January 26th and topped out all the way up near 20 bucks. And it's been bleeding lower ever since. You're seeing a nice volume day back here about a week and a half ago, and then again today. So I do think it's worth keeping on watch. RCAT, big rep today, closing well off its highs, but we're going to watch it tomorrow. HPI, I didn't type that right. Just a stupid move today, right? But closing pretty strong, all things considered, when you consider it started below 4, went to 1150, but still closed at 9. We'll see what it does tomorrow. See if it gives a setup. XCLA, I already talked about Kevin's great call at 388 today. Again, another one closing well off its highs, but it's absolutely an in-play stock. As a day trader, I got to watch that. And then a couple potential gap plays tomorrow. OXBR, as I'm talking, we're about 90 minutes into the after-hours session. There's the Crown Black talking. It's trading around $5. So big gap up potential tomorrow. We'll see if it gives a gap play setup. And then also CTIB, which looks strong anyway. Closed at 261 right now. It's trading at 346, so all the way up here. So there's a couple potential gap plays. I'm going to cut it short before I say something really stupid. And I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.